Good evening, Rahul, Himera. Let me know when you guys are ready.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Let me know when you're ready, Rahul.
Sir, can we wait for 5 minutes?
When you're ready, just share your screen, Rahul.
Yeah. Can we wait?
Sure, Rahul.
Understood. Understood.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Give me one moment, Rara. Let me just completing this one. Okay. So I think we were, if you recall yesterday, the overall picture or the high level architecture that we are trying to accomplish, the complete CI/CD with the Jenkins is ideally the developers log in, the developers check in their code into GitHub or some kind of a source code management. And from the GitHub, what we are doing is we hooked up Jenkins. That is what we were yesterday. We are trying to configure the Jenkins in GitHub, for which we need to install Git in Jenkins server. So this is a Jenkins server where we are going to pull the code from the GitHub. And let's say I come here for sake of simplicity, I'll put here. We're going to pull the code from the Git using the GitHub, and then Maven will build this one. And this is where we were. Now, ideally, what we need to do is the code needs to be deployed onto the Tomcat server. And what is it? Jenkins. From Jenkins, we will deploy it on a Tomcat server. Then what we will do is we will Dockerize it. In other words, we're going to, more precisely, we're going to come back here. Let me choose this one. Imagine this is the Tomcat image. We will ideally download. The Jenkins will download the Tomcat image, and then we will go ahead and deploy it on a Docker server. Within the Docker server, what we are going to do is we're going to take our web application, a Java web application. We're going to deploy it in here, and it is going to run in the form of a container. So in other words, all these steps, what we are trying to do is we're trying to automate all these steps in one shot. That is what the complete CI/CD process is. Rahul, is that making sense, Rahul? This is where we were yesterday. Yes. Let's see. Rahul, let's see, Humera, Shraddha, Shisha, are you able to understand? Are you there, Rahul? Humera? Oops, what's happening? One moment, please. Not able to hear you guys. Semi-tone. Oh, okay. How about Rahul and Shraddha and Humera? Okay. Okay, so let me come back here. So Rahul, if you're there, can you just go ahead and share your screen and log into the Jenkins server that we installed yesterday?
Yes. One.
I think you need to log into the Jenkins server.
Yeah.
We configure in the GitHub from our what we call. GitHub, or I think the Maven, Rahul. We installed GitHub. I think then we were installing Maven.
Yeah, we were installing Maven. This was the console.
Okay.
So I will log into website.
You can just log into the server, right?
Yes, yes. Yes. Yeah.
Login as root. Just for sake of discipline, just go ahead and do the history, please. I just want to verify if we installed Java or not. So we were looking for Java, and let's see. Okay, 70 is where we are. So we were looking at Bash profile and MV move Apache Maven. I think we installed it. And can you scroll up and see if Java is installed?
Java, we have Openstack.
Okay. Just say Java -version. Or just say Java is enough. Okay, and Maven, MV, what's that? Are we going by MVN? Yeah. Yeah. MVN command, cat the dot bash underscore profile. Cat or dot bash underscore profile. And 2, I think Java is not configured. So I think what we need to do is execute the command 69, which is just exclamation 69. Yeah. And I think copy the first line, please. Then open the bash underscore profile via the bash underscore profile. And after M2 equals to OPT Maven bin, after that line, plug in Java underscore home in caps. It's going to be our environment variable. Equals, here's the path, yeah. Now go ahead and write and quit. Oh, sorry, go back in there. We need to add it to the path variable.
Yeah.
Let's see, go back into the file. And in the last second line where it says path equals to $path :home/bin, after the bin put colon and add $Java underscore home.
Java underscore home.
We're adding the Java environment variable to the path. Java underscore home, then colon $M2 underscore home. Colon $M2 underscore home. This is going to be for Maven in caps. So, and colon $M2. These are the 3 variables which we have used. $M2. Okay, write and quit. And echo $path Okay, if you notice, it doesn't pick up the variables Java home Maven. That's because we need to source it. So source dot bash underscore profile. Source. Yeah. Then go ahead and echo. Okay, now just say mvn-v. There you go. Okay. So pwd. So we are in the root directory, and when we say mvn, it is picking up the Maven version of it successfully. It's triggering the bin file under the Maven is what is happening. We don't have to necessarily be in the Maven bin directory. It's something to be kept in mind. So in other words, we just downloaded Maven and the Jenkins server. Now what we need to do is we need to actually connect the Jenkins to the Maven is what we need to do. So go back to the Jenkins server on the browser. You can get the public, public IP. Yeah, there you go. I think admin. You can keep in, I don't remember what was the password. I don't know if you changed it. If you haven't changed it, I think you can go to /warlib Jenkins. Or in your console window, if you just scroll up, I think you might find it. Yeah, just scroll up here, you might be able to find it. If you go further up, okay.
When I pass this to or
yeah, this is the password. Go ahead and enter this one. Paste it. Okay, so now go into manage Jenkins. Then go into manage plugins. Then go into available. Type in Maven. Maven integration. Yeah, I think it is Maven integration. Yeah. Install without restart. Okay. Top of the page. Then go back to the manage Jenkins again. This time we need to configure after we manage, after we install the plugin, we need to configure it. So global tool configuration. And we can configure the JDK also. So let's start with the JDK. Click on add JDK. And yeah, the name just say JDK Java 11, Java-11, something like that. And okay, give it small letters. Java-11. Okay, that's okay. Install automatically, uncheck that. And here, paste that path that we pasted in our VI bash profile.
this was the part. First.
Yeah. Copy. That's it. Paste it. Okay, so that should be good. If you scroll down, you should find a similar Maven, add Maven. Uncheck the install automatically if it is there. Then just say the name is Maven. MAVEN. And if you go back to the console, just say where is Maven. etc. Just type in which Maven. Yes, then I think from what I recall, we have installed it in opt, right? Just list /opt. Okay, there is Maven. We need to give this path. So go back to the Maven underscore home. That's what we configured in the, if you recall, the environment variable. It's going to be /opt/Maven. /opt is not a directory on the Jenkins controller, but perhaps it exists in some agents. I think that should be okay. Scroll up, please. Git is good. Okay, scroll up, please. And doesn't look like a JDK. That's also okay. I think it will automatically recognize the path in a few the next time we apply and save it. So go ahead and apply and save it. No. Keep it. You need the full path. Yeah, that's nothing but the environment variables. So apply and save it. And now let's go ahead and create a new item where we'll actually create a Maven project. In other words, we'll try to pull the Java web application. We'll try to build it in Maven. You can say, let's say, yeah, Maven project. And now if you notice, there is a freestyle and a Maven project. Select the Maven project below. Click on OK. And just say the Maven project there. Then go into the source code repository. And let's say, now select Git. In the repository, we need to give our Git clone, that path we gave yesterday. If you still have, yeah. Copy the Git clone, yeah. Paste it. Credentials, I don't think we need any. And let's say, root pom.xml is good. Goals and options, I think we need to say clean and install. Clean space install. Ideally more from this is clean and install. What it will do is these are meant for Maven, and ideally at a developer DevOps level, I don't really think you will really decide whether you need to clean and install, whether you need to clean and package all these things. These needs to be done at a slightly development level only, is what my take is. But ideally, what the Maven is doing is it is cleaning up the cache of any of the references that may have been there in of the previous build, and then it is going to install some of the dependencies and other packages that are required for the Maven and the project, the Java project, which are in the pom.xml. Pom.xml is a project object model. Again, that's more of an architectural decision, what dependencies are going to be there and things like that. That's what that is, okay? Then let's say, I think you can apply and save it. Let's save it. Then click on build now. So in other words, we are manually in the middle. We're manually building it. We need to automatically do this one. Have you clicked it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, strange. Why is it not giving the progress? I'm surprised. On the left-hand side, it should give us the, are you able to expand the build history, the trend, expand that? Click on that. Okay, strange. Okay. Under the perm, there you go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, click on the one. It is in green now.
Yeah.
Click on that. And on the left-hand side, you should see the console output below status changes. Click on that. Okay, so it cloned the repository here, which means it successfully got the source code from the Git. So Jenkins is getting the source code from the Git. Then what we have done is it's a Java web app. Scroll down, please. So these are some warnings are okay. Scroll down, please. Keep scrolling down. So these are all the other dependencies. Keep scrolling down. You can scroll down all these dependencies. Okay. Actually scroll all the way down, because this is where, and so if you go all the way down, so finish this success and Jenkins archiving. So here is where, if you notice, it says archiving warlib Jenkins workspace, Maven proj web app target web app.war. Web app.war is nothing but the web archive. All the Java projects are getting zipped up, or in other words, the entire web application is getting zipped up and saved into a zip-like file, which is nothing but a war file. And that is a location which is, if you now go back to the console, the terminal git bash, and go into warlib Jenkins workspace, or go into cd warlib Jenkins workspace. And I think Maven proj, I think, is what you have given. ls going to Maven proj. And list it. And if you notice here, these are the files which it has the Jenkins has downloaded from the GitHub, and then it converted them into a war file. So I think go back to the browser, please. So under the Maven proj, where is that one? There's a server job. So under web app, and so now back to here, back to the git bash. Now cd web app, then cd target. Okay, so cd target, list it. There is a web app.war. That is a war file it created, which is generally used for deploying and things like that, which is going to be an artifact. So here what we have done is, the Jenkins has brought the source code from the GitHub. They downloaded it. Once it downloaded, Maven, Jenkins used Maven to build it and come up with the web archive file. That is what is happening.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the next step, which is our objective is we have to automatically do all these things, and that is where we are headed to. So ideally in a real world, what you may, if you go back to the browser, if you run into any issues and things like that, this is where you may just want to look at you may want to start with the success at the end and scroll up, be a little bit diligent and try to just look for any errors and things like that. And it will give you hints and directions. And once you give a hint and direction saying that most of the time what will happen is a plugin is missing or something like that will come up, you can just, you should be able to discuss with the development team, and they should be able to figure it out and understand if anything is missing and so on. Those are some of the troubleshooting issues that will come, is what it is, Rahul, okay?
Yeah.
And so that's the Maven project, and let's see. Okay, you can also scroll up, please, go all the way up. What we have doing is, instead of jumping from one window to another window, edit build information, let's say scroll up, please. Click on back to project on the left hand side. If you click on workspace on the left hand side, so if you notice, the workspace is, where is this one? This is nothing but your Maven project. So if you now click on web app, by default for this project, then go into target folder. Then you can quickly check and see that is a web app.war file which is created. Okay. So if you want, you can also just quickly check and see if the war file is here or not and things like that. You can download and just play around and get a feel of it.
Yeah.
Another thing to be kept in mind. Okay. So now we have used Maven to build the code. And let's say what is next we need to do. Now coming to the Tomcat is what we need to do. Ideally, what we need to do is we would like to install our Java web app in something like a Tomcat server. And that is what we'll try to do now. So let's say, go back to the, I think we may need to create a separate instance. Go back to the Amazon console, AWS. Launch a new instance. We'll call that as Tomcat server. Amazon AMI.
Should I take T2 micro or?
Yeah, T2 micro should be okay. You can, most of them, you should be able to leave the defaults.
Storage.
8 GB should be good. Just give maybe something like a name and a Tomcat server. Security group, you can select an existing group. See if you're able to select an existing group. And is there anything we use for our Jenkins server?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, there you go. Should have given existing one. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, sorry, pending. Go ahead and open another Git bash and connect into Tomcat server, not the Jenkins. Just increase the font a little bit, Rahul.
Yeah.
One slice. Tomcat, please. Yeah. Okay. Login as root. And just say Java. So let's say Amazon -Linux extras. Amazon -Linux -extras. This is like yum or aptk space install space. You can, if you scroll up, 33, copy the 33. No, Java -OpenJDK, that part of it. Yeah. These are all the different things we can install, and you paste that. Yeah, that should install Java. Okay, just say Java -version. Cool. So next we'll open in the browser, just open a new tab and say Tomcat download. Tomcat download. Tomcat 9. Scroll down a little bit and select the tar.gz copy link of the tar.gz.
This one side.
Yeah,
By
copy link. Okay, then come back here, go into the OPT directory first, cd/opt. Then do a wget. Just do a list. Oh, do a wget and paste that one. Is it done? Yeah. Then tar minus xvzf. Untar it. Tar minus xvzf and Apache Tomcat will just tab it. You should populate it. So we're downloading zip file and unzipping it. We're trying to install the Tomcat. Yeah. Enter. List it. Now just rename Apache Tomcat that one. Say move that to just say Tomcat. Go into Tomcat, cd Tomcat. Then get into bin. List it. And there is a shutdown.sh. There is also a startup.sh. So run the startup.sh /startup.sh. That should start the Tomcat. Okay. And now go to the browser, open a new tab and get the public IP and use the port 8080. That is the public IP. That is the public IP, right? Now you already got the, so here in other words, looks like maybe they have fixed a small bug here. Earlier, there were a couple of steps which needed to be done. We were not getting. Click on Manager App on the right-hand side below the service. Yeah. So here, what's happening is, if you notice the second line, by default, Manager is only accessible from browser running on the same machine, which means the Manager application, if you remote into this server and you try to open a browser, and only in that browser you will be able to access that Manager. When you click on that Manager app, it brings up a new application or a screen or a window that is only accessible from that window. And what they're saying is, if you wish to modify this restriction, you need to edit the manager's context.xml file. So that's what we need to.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, sorry about that. A power cut here. Are you there? Can you hear me, Rahul?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. So for that, what we need to do is let's go back to the terminal, the git bash terminal, back to the Tomcat directory. You may need to go to parent level higher. And let's say just list it. Make sure you're in the Tomcat. Go into Tomcat directory. Here. Now just say find space hyphen name and space context.xml name and name NAME instead of a hyphen name space context.xml context text. Here, find it. Okay, so the first one is in context, and there is, if you notice, the third one is host manager and the fourth one is manager. These are the two files that we need to modify unless they change something from what they recall. These are the two things. So first, let us copy the third path of it and do a VI on that. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to comment out below the Valve class name equals to remote address value. This is where we need to comment that out. So it's less than exclamation hash less than exclamation hyphen less than.
Okay. One.
Yeah. Insert it. Less than hyphen. Yeah. And then now come to the end. Come to the end of it where you have this slash and greater than. Append it and just say hyphen greater than. So this is like an XML file. That's how we provide the comments, greater than. So this is the value which is preventing the manager application to come from other IP addresses. It only allows it to come up from the 127 dot, which is nothing but the same machine. Is something to be kept in mind. Okay, write and quit. And okay, we need to repeat the same thing with the fourth one. Copy the fourth one, web apps manager meta INF, the whole full path, and do a VI on that.
Fourth one. There are only okay. I did on this fourth one. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Also repeat that on host manager then. Comment it off. Okay, write and quit. Now go to the bin directory. First shutdown, list it and trigger the shutdown.sh.
What should I do?
Shutdown, /shutdown. Okay. And now go back, shutdown, go to the browser, refresh this one, just make sure it's really shut down. Okay, so it's not able to reach it. The requests are not going to server. Now come back and start up. Trigger the short startup. /startup.sh.
Yeah.
Refresh. Okay. So in other words, click on back. Okay. So here the refresh it. So we're now. So the request is going to the Tomcat server. Now click on the manager app. Okay. So the request is reaching, but it's saying 404 not found, and HTML is not available. And presentation. We are looking at port 8080 and manager.html. Strange. Listed source manager. Strange. Go back to the terminal. Git bash. And the cat, where is the first one? There is also a conf. I never really looked into that one. In the 4 files. Cat that file. Here's the context. Okay. Scroll up, please. Okay. I don't think I need to directly modify this one. Scroll down. You restarted the application. And ideally, we should be able to bring up the one more time. What did you do? You did a shutdown, right? Yeah. Open a new tab, please. Close the tab, new tab in the browser. Just copy that URL. Access 8080. Okay, manager app. It's manage HTML is not available. Strange. Origin server did not correct. Failed to load the resource. Okay, it's saying it's complaining about the HTML file, that I understand. But this is, we are downloading it from right away from the Tomcat. Yeah. Go back to the Git bash and get into. Do I need to copy the dist files right away? I thought that was next step. Do a CD.
To comment, they are adding this explanation also.
Default set of monitor resources, Tomcat web. No.
Uncommon this. We have added only without this explanation. Do we need to add this also?
The application will be reloaded. Watch the resource files, Tomcat web. The application will be reloaded. Okay, this is a conf file. So what are you saying, Rahul?
I'm saying that for commenting, we have added only less than -, but we haven't added this exclamation. Do we need to add this exclamation also there?
From what I recall, it's not necessary.
Okay.
You started the do a CD ... and list it. Let's see, there's a web apps here, and there is a HTML, right? So say find space dot space hyphen name space HTML. enter. Instead of HTML, look for manager. So it's there in .web apps manager. Okay, go to that directory. List it.
Yes, sir.
Hello, hello.
So can we take 5 minutes?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, sorry about the trouble. Having some power fluctuations at mine. You can share the screen if you're there, Rahul.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you cat the index.jsp? And get context path, and let's see HTML. Strange. It's looking for, let's see. So it is getting the context path and routing it to /HTML, but we didn't see any HTML here. Do a PWD, please. Go back one level higher. List it. One level higher. List it. There's no HTML here. Web apps. Go to the web apps. Go back to CD web apps and list it. And here, find say dot. I think we didn't find any HTML earlier on the name slash yes, say HTML. Okay, back to the browser. Manager slash scroll back. It's looking for manager slash HTML requested resource. Manager application output. Okay. The requested resource. So it is looking for HTML in the manager, which is really not there. Okay. Yeah, go there. Go to the terminal. And can you go back to the browser one more time? Click on the manager app. Click on the host manager app. Host manager. Okay. Go back and click on manager. And now copy that line, message the requested resource manager HTML is not available. The third line, message the requested resource. Yeah, copy that line, paste it in chat window. And let me see if I can find something here. This one. Tomcat is not available. Say accessing Tomcat manager. Throws 404. Okay, 1 minute. Super user. Just give me 1 moment. I'm seeing what others are saying. When I tested it, I don't remember. So restart the Tomcat. Admin GUI. I see. Be sure. So I think we need to Tomcat users. Go back to the git bash. And let's see where we are here. Bash. And in the web apps, so do a cd space dot. Then cd conf. List it. Cat the Tomcat users.xml. There's another one there below. XML, not XSD. No. Tomcat users.xml below that.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is a Tomcat, there is role 1. They're all commented both role 1. Scroll up a little bit, please. By default, manage a GUI allow access. Tomcat. This does include. Scroll down, please. Username admin must be changed. Manage GUI rules. Okay. Let me copy paste something here. I will pass this to you. Give me one moment. So let me come here. Tomcat users. So that is going to be we're in this jobs Tomcat. Tomcat installation. Strange. And back to, let's say.
Here in this link, it is saying that in the Tomcat user.xml file, there must be the role assigned this admin GUI and manager GUI.
True. So that's what I'm going to copy paste some of these things here. And let me see. So this. Now paste these things. Okay. Paste these things. Oh, sorry. There you go. I've sent you in chat window. Paste it at the end where it says last second line. Insert them.
Should I keep this line?
Yeah, you can keep that. Because it's commented, it should not impact us. So just do a VI and insert it in the last second line. Above that line. Yeah. Okay, and remove the spaces in front of the slash role and the slash user.
Slash role. Okay.
There is a space in front of every line, right? And in the beginning, yeah. Remove that space. Yeah, for the rest of them also. And Tomcat users also.
Space was already there.
There's no space. Okay, that should be good. Okay, now shut down and restart Tomcat. So for that, let's see, we have installed Tomcat, right? What is the version we have installed? Just type in Tomcat. Let's see if it gives the version.
Yeah, here it is saying that we should.
Okay. Yeah, you can directly execute that. You need to go one step higher. Yeah. Oh, you need to go into Tomcat. Yeah, now I execute that.
These ones are not inside bin. Okay.
Yeah. No. Okay, if you're in the bin, you can directly shut it down. Startup. Okay. Is good. Manage app is where we have an issue. Strange. And do you still, this is 9.2.64. I think that's what I also tested. And let's see, manager. Okay. So this is just going to bring up a group of applications which are admin level apps and things like that. We don't really have to worry, but I'm just trying to recall. I think we should be able to still proceed, but just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to recall what we do here. We go into that one. It's just for accessing the web app ideally, but let's say colon 8080. Remove the manager. Go back. Over that colon 8080, type a slash and index.jsp. Index.jsp. Oops. Sorry, I was on mute. Okay, so it's referring to the same page. Okay, so I think we can still proceed. Give me 1 moment here. We have added the role that should be able to fix that. Deploy. What I'm thinking is if we will run into any issues with link it, user local bin. So back to Jenkins.
Maybe we need to pass this role also.
The rules. After that, you.
Admin GUI.
Okay, just go ahead and add that, Rahul. Let's give it a try. GUI manager GUI. It's in the conf directory. CD space dot, go 1 level higher and then you will find the conf. Conf. And let's see, Tomcat users. And we have manager. Okay, copy it on the top of the manager GUI. On that line, after that line, yeah. Paste it. Admin GUI, manager GUI, username is test, password is test. Okay. Copy the 3 of them.
It's already this user, we don't have this user.
This is not the Linux user. This is the Catalina Tomcat user. So you can copy that. I'll tell you. Oops. Okay, so admin GUI, manager GUI. I think we have manager GUI, and then under the manager JMX, you have given admin, and admin is the roles is manager GUI. So under roles, we have JMX status. The only thing which is coming here is you can comment the second line. You can comment the second line manager GUI and also the third line username. Just keep the admin GUI. That is the only one which seems to be missing. The rest of it is configured. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. How should I come?
Just go to that line, less than exclamation hyphen hyphen. Insert less than exclamation hyphen hyphen.
Is it,
okay, that's okay. Now save it.
or maybe we need to do this also.
Which one?
Here he is passing the in role also.
Admin GUI and role
So
6.
maybe we need to pass in that line also.
Copy the two line. Copy those two things: admin GUI and manager GUI. And manager GUI is already there. Just add admin GUI.
Yes, yes.
Good one. Let's see.
So,
comma space, yeah. Right and quit. And again, stop the Tomcat and shut down. Yeah. Then start up. Okay. Get started. We can remove the index.jsp. Enter. Manager. I wonder why it's finding that one. I'll try to figure this out later. Now go back to the Jenkins. We do have the Tomcat. The only thing is we're unable to access the manager, the admin part of it. But let's see if we are able to deploy our web app or the WAR file there. Then go to Manage Jenkins. Back to the main dashboard. Then go to Manage Jenkins. You can say keep me signed in. Oh, right there. It is right there in the middle. Keep me signed in. Okay. Now go to Manage Jenkins. Then click on Manage Plugins. Then go to Available. And we'll use a plugin called Deploy 2. Type in deploy space 2. Container, yeah. The deploy 2, just one deploy space 2, TO, yeah. So select the one, deploy to container. So this allows you to deploy a WAR file to a container after successful build. So this allows us to deploy the WAR file to Apache Tomcat is what it is saying. So go ahead and install without restart. Okay, now go back to the main one and now back to Manage Jenkins. And now we need to say, scroll down and say Manage Credentials. Click on Jenkins. And Global Credentials. Then say Add Credentials on the left-hand side. And under the kind, username with password is good. And in the scope, say global Jenkins, okay. Username, give deployer. Let's see, for deployer, password is also deployer. Deployer, DEPLOYER. Deployer. copy paste the same thing as password. And you say ID is Tomcat underscore deployer. Description also just copy paste the same thing. Yeah, click on OK. Now let's go back and click on go back to the go back to the new item in Jenkins. New item. And here we'll say what we'll do is we are going to build it and we're going to say deploy. So say job underscore build and deploy. Build underscore deploy. And we'll choose a Maven project. Click on OK. And in the description, just say build with Maven and deploy it on Tomcat. Build with Maven and deploy on Tomcat. Scroll down, select Git, copy paste our Git clone. Okay. Branch specifier should be deploy. Select the deploying credentials. Okay. Then scroll down. Okay. In goals and options again, say clean space install. Okay. Then under post build actions below, select the deploy war/ER2 container. So this is the plugin. Because of that container, we're getting this one. So here we need to give the path of our war file, and that is going to be in the target file, right? So I think we had that in, go back here, the target, yeah, we need to give this one. So that will be, we can give the full path or just say back to Jenkins, // //star.war. And star.war. And credentials, deploy what? Context path deploy on failure, add containers. Context path, I think, can be Tomcat containers. We have already given that one. Tomcat URL, copy paste, scroll down, please. Let's say, click on the add container. Select Tomcat, let's say scroll down, and select Tomcat 8.x. And here in credentials, select the deployer. I think this is where we select the deployer. Tomcat URL, whatever is the public IP with the port 8080. Port 8080. And also put http:// in the front. http://. Then click on apply and save. And before you do that, scroll up, please. Scroll up. On the top also, you have given the deployer. So I think Here, wait, this is a repository. I don't think we need to, it's just say none here. Yeah, we don't need it here. Now go ahead and say apply and save. Okay, click on build now. And the number 1 is shown there. Scroll down and click on the number 1 on that build process which is going on here. Click on that. What's happening? 1.2 seconds. Oh, it's still running. Okay, it's building. Maven project build is done. So server, it's now counting. Okay, web app not yet started. So I'll click on the console output. So, oh, something went wrong. Okay, so let's say scroll up. Let's look at the x/container. File not found. Strange. Scroll up a little bit, please. Wait. So it is looking under workspace / it's looking under a wrong directory. Failed to redeploy webop.war. We have it under workspace / web. Go back to the git bash and just see what is the PWD. So it's under Maven workspace, Maven project web app. Whereas, come back here. It's looking under job build deploy. Job _ build _ deploy. Back to git bash one more time. Sorry about that. So the only difference is we have it under Maven Proj, whereas that is looking under back to the browser. Job build deploy is where it is looking at. Okay, so let's say we did not scroll down, please. Wait. Scroll up, please. Little bit up. Hold it there. So waiting Jenkins to finish. This is job build deploy. Build step failed with exception. Failed to redeploy. This is redeploy. Scroll up, please. So build is successful. Wait. Maven install plugin installing. Maven. Snapshot. I didn't get this error, so sorry about that. Let's see. Workspace building war file. It is building to a different file on the workspace. Okay, scroll up, please. Maven plugin, 0 failures, tests are okay. And the warning is okay. Packaging web. It continues to look there. Scroll up, please. Maven install plugins, building web app dots. Jenkins workspace. Maven. Scroll up, please. Job. Everywhere it is looking at job build deploy. Keep scrolling up. Wait. Fix this problem. Scroll up, please. Wait. So git checkout. Back to the git bash. And go to the workspace directory. So three steps higher. And list it. Pardon me, yeah. Go into job build deploy. Dockerfile, go into web app. List it. Target. List it. We do have web app.war. So back to the error. Scroll down. Wait, scroll a little bit up, starting up there. Build stuff failed with the exception, container exception, failed to deploy war file, okay. File not found, manager, text and list. File not found, 8080. Scroll down, please. It's looking for manager. Strange. Everything under manager seems to be going wrong. I don't know, something. Scroll down. Build step, deploy warrior to mark build as failure and finish as failure. Just copy that line where it says Java IO file not found exception, the complete line.
Java.
Yeah, the first one, the second line, right there. Yeah. Complete that line and just paste it in Google, paste it also in chat window. Let's see. Open this one. See if I can find something here. We need to remove this one. Okay. Error of auto deploy. Okay. Sorry about that. This is the first time I'm seeing this one. So give me one moment. Some of the file servers below. Build properties. Wow. That's strange. I think this is the key. Deployment configuration, Jenkins show, wrong place where you try to deploy. Tools manager script to the user. Go back to the Tomcat users, which is under the conf directory in Git bash.
Tomcat.
Yeah, you need to go one step higher and then go to the conf directory. Cat the Tomcat users, go into conf directory. Cat the Tomcat users.xml. So let's say we have roles as manager script, and that is deployer. So Tomcat users manager GUI. Role is manager GUI is there. Another role is manager script is there. Yes, deployer and deployer is good. Roles is manager GUI. Deployer and manager script. Interesting. We have deployer and deployer username and password. Roles is manager script. Also, by the side of manager script, put a comma and the space manager GUI also. VI the file Tomcat users. And where you see deployer and deployer, right? Roles equal to manager script. On the right side, put a comma after manager script, put a comma and also say manager space manager GUI. Okay, right and quit. Now, then shut down and restart Tomcat. And let's say, Okay, now what you do is, we're in the bin directory. Go back to the, I think it was in the workspace, there is a job underscore lib folder. So go back, back to Jenkins, go back to the Jenkins git bash. Now do a pwd. And here, what we'll do is just remove the webapp.war file. Remove that. Yes. List it. Okay, so now you already started, right? So now let's go and do a build again. Go back in Jenkins. Need to go to our, which one? Job build deploy. The third one. Yeah. Just build now. Two. Yeah. Click on console output. Looks like it failed again. So fail to redeploy. And we have given the same thing we're getting. Let's say, back to the Jenkins terminal, which means the git bash. Let's go ahead and do a remove the directory job build underscore deploy. Do recursive remove, which is go one step, two steps higher. List it and go one more step higher. Parent directory. Now remove the job build underscore deploy recursively. I think RF, RM minus RF. Yeah. Okay, list it. Try another build. And wait. Why are there only 3 of them? Because the build is not done. Okay, maybe. Oh, yeah, go ahead and build again. You can just back to project. There's the back to project. Okay. Console output. Oh, shoot. Why is it coming with red color? Tests are going on. Strange. And let's say the same thing, Jenkins workspace. Build step with extension. Tomcat 8.x remote with context now. Attempting to deploy one core file. Wait. Let me read that. Lower your windows. Oh, wait. So Tomcat 8.x remote with context now. Build step fail to deploy to web.war. And scroll down, please. Sorry about that. Caused by text list. Scroll down. Deploy to war. Okay. What else can we do? Okay. Scroll up. All the way up. All the way up. And on the top, there's a back to project. Left-hand side here. So here, it is visit workspace, changes workspace. Then more configure. Click on configure. Left-hand side, configure. Okay, scroll down. And 1 second, scroll up a little bit. Scroll up. Discard old builds. Check on the checkbox. Discard old builds. Log rotation days to keep builds. No, keep them empty and default. Scroll down. If not empty, build records. Okay. Bit repository is okay. Credentials is okay. Scroll down. /master repository browser is, I think, okay. Build whenever a snapshot is done. Okay, scroll down. Pom.clean install. Okay, scroll down. Star.war. Okay, scroll down. Deploy Tomcat deployer and Tomcat URL. Apply and save. And build now. Let's see. It seems you have no manager app. So check Catalina base web.xml. Go back to the web apps folder in Tomcat. There's the manager directory, PWD. Okay, go one step back and is there web apps? Go into web apps, list it, go into manager, list it. So we don't have HTML. Go into WebINF, WebINF. Oops. List it. Cat the web.xml. Web page.
Sir, can we continue from tomorrow?
Yeah. If possible, you also look a little bit into this one. I will also try to look into this one, Rahul, in your spare time.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. You can sign off.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye now.